Anthony Caceres' loan spell at Sydney FC this season could become a permanent move, with the Sky Blues understood to have held talks with his parent club, Manchester City, about keeping the midfielder. The 26-year-old has emerged as a first-team regular under the guidance of coach Steve Corica, having made 15 appearances in all competitions since arriving at Sydney FC in January. He was praised by Corica as Sydney's hardest-working player after Thursday's 1-0 win over Perth Glory, and the coach is eager to keep Caceres at the club for the foreseeable future. Wanted man, Sydney FC hoping to keep on loan midfielder Anthony Caceres permanently. Credit app. Despite never playing for Manchester City, Caceres has been contracted to the English Premier League giants since January 2016, having spent the bulk of the time since then playing for their affiliated club, Melbourne City, on loan. Understandably, he is not in Pep Guardiola's plans for next season, which has prompted Sydney FC to approach City to permanently sign the midfielder. While Caceres is not involved in those conversations, his preference would be to stay with Sydney FC full-time instead of returning to Melbourne City for another loan spell next season before his contract with the City Football Group expires in June 2020. Advertisement: I am not certain about what's going to happen from now. I have really enjoyed myself from the moment I arrived here, and I have been pushing to hopefully stick around, he said. It's my home city, it's a club that has been successful, and I see that continuing in the same fashion in the coming seasons. It's a place where I see myself excelling and developing as a footballer. As Caceres still has a year to run on his contract with Manchester City, Sydney FC may be required to pay a transfer fee to sign him on a permanent basis unless they can convince his owners to agree to a termination of his deal, allowing the midfielder to be granted his wish of staying put. I just feel at home here, I am comfortable. I feel I was integrated into the team and welcomed by everyone at the club from top to bottom, he said. I feel like I am myself here, it's my home city also, which helps having family around. I am playing football here and enjoying it, which I think is the biggest difference for me. Caceres will likely feature for Sydney FC on Tuesday night when they face Chinese champions Shanghai SIPG in the Asian Champions League, a game the Sky Blues must win if they are to keep their hopes of progression to the knockout stages alive. Led by Brazilian stars Oscar and Hulk, Shanghai are expected to play much more attacking at home than in their 3-3 draw in Sydney a fortnight ago, putting the Sky Blues defence on red alert for what's expected to be a difficult evening. I expect them to go forward more, attack and try to entertain their home fans. When they came to Sydney, they sat back and waited for us to take the initiative, and we unfortunately paid the price for a lack of concentration, Caceres said. Dominic Bossier is a football reporter with the Sydney Morning Herald. Most viewed in Sportlet's blog ads. Why?